Hello, I'm Leanne Chivers from Crafter's Companion. Today we're going to have a look at how to colour in a full project using the Spectrum Noir Pen System. First of all, we're going to start colouring in this beautiful little rainy day figure from the Swalk range, and we're going to start with the skin tone set from the Spectrum Noir pens. We're going to start with the darkest colour to add highlight to the face first. In this case, it's colour 142. So I'm going to add highlight around the hairline where it would be the darkest, because there would be shadow cast from the hair. I'm then going to move on to the second darkest colour, which in this case is 133. And I'm just going to go immediately underneath that first highlight and lay down a little more of this colour into the centre of the face. I'm then going to use 196 to add some rosy cheeks. And then finally, to blend all of this in, we're going to use the lightest in the skin shade, 132, to go over the full base of the face and over all of that other shading, which will blend those colours in and give a beautiful, seamless, 3D little face. We're going to colour in the hair now, and we're going to use, from the brown selection, number 104, from the skin, 142 and 169. Okay, so starting with the darkest colour, which is 104 from the brown selection, we're going to add in the highlight to her hair. So to do this, we're going to pick up where it would be darkest on her hair. Then we're going to take the lighter colour from the skin tone range, which is 142, and we're going to blend this in using small circular motions. Finally, to achieve some real shade and texture, we're going to use this lovely colour from the skin range, which is 169. And we're just going to add in some lovely highlight. If you want to blend that further, you can just go back over again with the lightest colour and blend in the shadow. Okay, once you've finished shading, we're going to move on and colour in the Raincourt. So I'm going to use the blue selection for the Raincourt, and we're going to start with one of the lighter tones, number 183. So I'm going to just, again, as I did for the hair, add some highlight where it would be darker on the jacket. I'm then going to take a lighter colour, in this case number 185, to blend that colour in, using small circular motions. And to really make the detail pop, we're going to use a darker colour, number 74, and we're going to use very fine dotting motions to just pick up some detailed shading on the jacket. The fine nib on this pen makes that really easy for really detailed results. Finally, blend this all in with the lighter colour for a beautiful shaded effect on the jacket. I'm going to repeat that for the bows in her hair, exactly as we've done for the jacket. Blending with the lighter colour. Adding detailed highlight with the darker pen. And finally blending that out with the lightest shade you've used. While I have my blue pens here, what I'd like to show you is how to add some colour to her eyes. So again, with the very fine nib, just very small dots underneath the pupil, makes her face come to life and gives her beautiful blue eyes. So we're going to continue by colouring in the umbrella using the yellow selection. So we're going to start with the palest yellow, number 38, and we're going to lay down colour all over the umbrella. We're then going to take the next colour of yellow, the next deeper colour, in this case is number 37, and add some highlight to the umbrella. And we'll go underneath where it would be much darker from the shadow of the canopy of the umbrella above. You can see there that I'm only adding colour to one edge of those lines to make it really 3D. I'm then going to take the next deepest colour and add a little bit more highlight in here. What you'll be able to see is that I never cover the base layer in its entirety. I always leave some of that bottom colour evident, and that's what gives you the beautiful 3D shading on these images. Okay, so to blend this in, I'm going to take the lightest colour we started with, which is number 38, and I'm going to go all over again and blend in those colours using small circular motions. And then I'm going to take the darkest shade we're going to use, number 33, and I'm going to add in, as we did for the jacket, using small dotting motions, some detailed highlight on the umbrella at the very edges. When you're colouring like this, always use the darkest shade last, and only in very small amounts, using this dotting technique with this fine bullet nib, and it really makes your image pop and look 3D. I'm going to use the darkest shade and just colour in now the handle. We're going to continue now, and we're going to colour in the puddle that the little girl is standing in. So we're going to use two colours from the turquoise range, and we're going to use number 178 and number 171. So the lightest of these two shades is 171, and I'm going to use that to colour in the full base of the puddle. I'll then use the lightest shade from the turquoise section, which is 178, and I'll, using small circular motions, blend that out, going all over the colour that we applied first as well, to achieve that natural shade on the puddle. Okay, finally I'm going to colour in her Wellington boots, and I'm going to use the green selection, and I'm going to use colours 175 and 42. So I'm going to start with the darkest colour this time, and I'm going to add the highlight to her Wellington boots, again using the small dotty technique, and then I'm going to use the lighter shade, and I'm going to blend that in using our small circular motions. So to complete her, I need to colour in her little hands and legs, and we're going to use the same colours we did for the skin tones. So I'm just going to, with the lightest colour, go over the base, and then pick up some highlight with the darker shade. And then we're going to do her skirt, and I actually think I'm going to do it yellow to match in with her umbrella. So we'll just pick up the yellows that we used for the umbrella and go ahead and shade it in. And then finally, to blend it, you go all over the top again. Finally, to make her really stand out from the page, you would outline the whole image in a very pale grey or pale blue. So we're going to use the pale grey, and we're going to use cool grey number 1, and you will be able to see the real difference that this makes to your final project. And don't forget, these are alcohol inks, so they always go on a little darker than they will eventually dry, because the alcohol evaporates. And you can see how just outlining with that grey pen really makes her pop up off the page. So you can see once we've finished colouring her in and mounted her up onto a beautiful piece of blue tonal card, you've got a really beautiful topper that would be the pride of place on any project. You can see here that we've done mainly using the turquoises and the warm greys for her hair, and then also using only the essential set. With this one we've done the lovely wedding couple, and hopefully you can see here with the beautiful tone of the pearl around her wedding dress, that's actually coming from the essential set and is a really useful colour. You can also colour in all of your favourite characters. Here we've coloured in Popcorn the bear using the pinks and purples from the 12 main sets. We've coloured in the little bear using some of the skin tones, but also some pens from our other 4 sets. There are 168 pens available in this set. You have 72 in the main 12 colourways. We also have 4 other sets where we've put together pastels, lights, brights and darks to let you achieve all of the effects you need for your projects. You can see that these pens don't just have to be used to colour in the cute images, but you can see we've achieved some beautiful effects here with foliage stamps, also with florals. So we've got some beautiful pastel and some really vibrant poppy, just using the 12 main sets that are available. And we can also create some beautiful landscapes. So these pens are extremely versatile and will allow you to colour any image you want for any project you are creating.